Hi, I'm Edward Perkins, and coming out was important to me because I needed to come out. I felt like I was in a cage all, my life, not really being comfortable with who I am because it was a secret, being gay, being sexually attracted to guys. And so coming out was really important for me to just have a freedom and to just realize for myself, what I was and, what I was going to be, what I am, who I am. And I remember coming out to my dad. About 2 years ago, I came out to my dad. I live here, and my dad lives in the South, and I had written him a letter. Because so much has happened in the lifestyle for me. I never had. I grew up in a broken home, and my mom was never really home, even though she was actually there, a single parent, but she had never really been home. It was an abandoned home. I had been neglected with my other siblings, and my father had been away, and I never, growing up, coming to know, myself, I never had that father that I could talk to about how I was feeling as a young man, being attracted in as early as 4th or 5th grade, to other guys in math class. But I wrote my dad this letter that summer, the summer of 2010, and I yelled and screamed at him in that letter. Really, in the end, it felt so good because it was like, something that he should have known. I felt like my father, in a way, like he's non-accepting of it. But the letter really made me feel good. I really feel like I'm in a different place. Just letting my dad know, even though it wasn't a face-to-face conversation or even, over the phone, this letter, I just told my dad, really for the first time who I am, and if he accepts it or not, it doesn't matter because it's just a weight lifted off my shoulders, I was thinking, what would he say? I was so really, I was thinking my dad would, rush to judgment and be judgmental and say, son, you're going to die and go to hell, things like that. But my father had written back a beautiful letter. And to be completely honest, I was angry at the beauty in the letter because he was always absent and never really there to give advice or, through the hardship. I thought he would be distant, he wouldn't be loving. I was almost expecting him to be that kind of father, to give that kind of response, like, I hate you for what you've become. But instead, he expressed words of love. He talked about God in the letter, and just trying to, be the best me that I can be. And it's crazy because I'm being actually honest right now. I think that's what anybody would really want from their parents, is for their parents, when you reveal something to them like, dad or mom, I'm gay, like for them to be able to support you, or for them to be able to say, I'm behind you. He didn't say that. He did just say, look to God, and I think that in itself was good. I'm more comfortable, of course, with who I am now, of course, but, the future is unfolding. It's unfolding, and, of course, we live in a society, in a place where homosexuality is becoming more accepted, of course, but there's still stigma, and and it varies, I guess, on everybody's the different experiences, cultural experiences. And me being black, it's terrible in my community to really be gay and be open. And so to be able to come out and talk to my father about it gives me a new sense of freedom, a new sense of me, of who I am. Really, I have my head I'm able to hold up higher when I walk in the day. And thank you for letting me share my experience.
So don't you bring me